27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy DJ Tay Boogie. Welcome to season 2, episode 20 of Connection Interruption. Yes, it's about to go down, man. We're gonna have some fun tonight. I gotta bring in my brother from another mother, Ryan, in the building. Test artist. What's good, brother? You're not my mother.
Did you just call me a mother?
No, you're not my mother. You know?
No.
Yeah, no. It was
No.
little ad lib.
Freudian slip. What's up, man?
Man, it's been one of those days, man. I love the kids, but I love the kids, but the kids can, yeah.
They killing you today?
A few of them. I can't say all of them. But a few of them, yeah. They really be pushing buttons. I'll be like, do you talk to your parents like that?
And they're like, yeah, what about it?
Yeah, I'll be like, well, I'm not your parents or your friend. I will put you in the
how many times a day do you get called bruh?
About 50. About 50.
Yeah, I can't handle that one.
What's
That's
up, man? Bruh, homie.
Like,
yeah,
bruh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a me thing.
Yeah, I was like, you call me homie one more time.
But you're their homie, Tay. You are DJ Tay Boogie.
Hey, and one of them found out that Ashley found out about the show. He's like, yes, you're a streamer.
The viewer right now on YouTube.
I don't know. It might be.
It might be our viewer on YouTube. Hey, if you're in YouTube and you're watching, throw in the chat or on the Team Frisch channel on Twitch. Send us a message.
So I was like, how do you know that? That's like, and you're a DJ? I'm like, you kids do too much.
It's because you're on the gram, Tay. It's because you post on the gram.
I don't know how they found me, though.
On the gram, I'm telling you. You know that's what it was. That's why I try to avoid the gram. The less I'm on Instagram, the better.
Yeah. Yeah, because it kind of it does expose you a little bit more. Then you be in people's feeds and discovery page, and and then the devices listen to you. So some of these kids be having phones and tablets and stuff. So,
dude, speaking of devices listening to you, the other day I was talking to somebody about PS5 chargers. Yeah, one of my coworkers got a case of chargers. Instead of one, he ordered one. He got 4. So we were talking about the chargers, and we were just kind of going back and forth about it. The next time I log into Facebook, every ad
was Facebook PS5 chargers.
PS5 chargers. Every single ad. I was like, get out of my head, Meta.
So did he give you one of the chargers since he got 4?
No, I didn't ask though either. I have one already. I'm good. I'm good. Now, if you got extra controllers and they were different colors, I'd be all about it.
Yeah,
we know
you and
about
these
my
controllers, man.
controller obsession. Dude, I mean, they legitimately they're going to have different bodies to match the controllers now.
That's nice. That's nice. I've been seeing how people been decking out their PS5s with the fan hanging up on the wall with the invisible hooks and all that stuff. I was like, just wait till I get my hands on one.
Eventually, you'll get one.
Oh, it's coming soon. I've been plotting, rubbing my fingers together because I was like, when I go get it, I'm getting the extra controller, getting the headset, getting the VR. Yeah, I'm going to do the whole nine.
Yeah, like check this out. They're legitimately like, look at that pink. They got a matching controller, right? Look at this one. It's sick.
Sweet. Yeah. So it's like
Purple.
Is that a sticker or
no? It's a cover. Like you can take those off. So like when you go into like put a new memory in your system, you actually have to take the cover off in order to get to it. So these covers just pop on and off. So they have different color ones.
Nice. So I might have to go do the custom cover there.
Yeah, they're like $55, I think. Red, pink, purple, and black. And I guess I want to say teal, but it's not really teal.
Are you taking that back?
The black one makes the console look pretty cool. It's all black. The all black one's pretty tight looking.
Yeah. Now I'm just gonna ask it. Now is the black like the Batman black, the flat black, or?
It looks like this.
That's sick. See that will be the one I would get.
Yeah, I think it's cool looking. I think that one looks really good.
Yeah, that's sick. That will definitely be the one I would get. Because even with my PC, it's all blacked out. So
yeah. You remember the fixture S1 thing that I had for the Switch that you put the Pro controller in and you put your Switch inside it?
Yeah.
I ordered the new one. It's called the Fixture S2. And I cannot wait.
So
it's for the OLED Switch. So if you have the original Switch, you can get the Fixture S1, but if you have the OLED Switch, you got to get the Fixture S2.
That's sick.
So I just like that. It went on sale. I'm trying to think of when it went on sale. Because literally they sent an email out if you're on their emailing list, like, hey, it's available to order now. I had it ordered in less than 2 minutes.
Exclusive?
It came out yesterday, the 17th.
So do they have the new controllers for the new Switch?
Oh, no, they're the same.
Same, okay.
Yeah, they're the same. You can use any Joy-Con from the old Switch on the new one, so it's fine. But this thing, basically, because the Switch is a different size, like it had to have some additional like bells and whistles to be functional. So I'm pretty excited to get that. Because I still think the Pro controller on the Switch is like the best accessory out there. So
yeah.
Speaking of Switch, have you been playing anything on it?
The last game I played on my Switch was the NBA Playground.
All right. I kind of want to play the show on it because I want to see how it is. But I also don't want to. Yeah, but I don't want to pay $60.
Actually, you know what?
Because I got the show for free on Xbox, right? Because it's a part of Game Pass.
Right.
But like, I'm not going to pay $60 to play it on Switch just to see like, is it worthy of like playing baseball on the Switch? You know what I mean? Like, you can get some games where you're like, all right, I want to play that while I'm like on the road or whatever. and that would be one that I think I would play a little bit. Like I think you can play a quick baseball game, no big deal, right?
Right. It kills the time.
Yeah, so that's I don't know. I still want them to put Madden on the system too, because I don't want to deal with that like not being a thing. But I understand why they haven't, because they don't think it can handle it and they don't think it'll sell.
It will sell, but I don't think the graphics will be as good.
Yeah, but I could handle PS4 ish graphics.
Yeah,
on the Switch, like I don't know. I just find it interesting that there's some games that are on it and some that aren't.
Now with the Switch, are the games the same size from the first Switch to the new one, like the cartridge?
Yeah, it's the same. It's not really. There's nothing different, like other than the screen. The battery life is longer, and it's a bigger screen, and it's an OLED screen. So the blacks are black, like they are black as black can be. Yeah, they're all the same. Like it doesn't upscale. Like the only thing that is different is the screen, and then the size of it's a little bit bigger.
So this what I'm gonna do. I seen the show used at the GameStop here.
Oh, I should look. I didn't even look to see if anybody's traded it in yet. I mean, I just assumed that nobody had traded it in. You know what I mean? Like, I figure if you're buying the show on the Switch, that's because you're a big baseball fan. So there's no like the likelihood of somebody trading it in pre-owned wasn't even crossing my mind at this point.
Well, it's a little bit harder than last year's. So,
is it?
Yeah.
I mean, I played a couple games on Xbox. I thought it was all right. One game on the Switch that I'm surprised and I've played and I love is that Nintendo Switch Sports. That's like the Wii Sports with the bowling and the tennis and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, every week they have additional things you can unlock, so I'm gonna have to start playing it more often. But I'm still going. My goal is to see if I can get the armchair 300 in bowling. You know, bowl a perfect game without getting up out of my chair.
Now, I want to get that. So if that goes on sale, please let me know.
Yeah, I got that at launch because we were having people over that night, and I thought we'd actually play it. And we wound up spending the whole night out by the bonfire that night, which was fun too.
Yeah, so
but I really thought we'd play it.
Yeah, please let me know because bowling is one of my addictions. It's really one of my bowling, tennis, skeet ball, and pool.
Skee ball.
Yeah.
So
those are my addictions.
GameStop.com is being weird. Trying to look to see if they have the Switch version pre-owned. It's.
Hold on.
It doesn't look like they do.
So Switch.
Because I selected pre-owned and couldn't get it, but I mean it's still $60 new, so I'm just gonna have to hold out. Like, yeah, it's not available pre-owned right now on their website, which doesn't surprise me at all. But I mean, we'll have to see if it gets any better. Like if it does, I may show some interest, but like I don't know. So what have you been playing? What are you digging into right now?
Actually, I had a couple of throwbacks on my list. Of course, I've been playing 2K because they got the tournament going right now. I've been playing the show, of course. Last year's show, not this year's. I've been playing Sims on the PC and Age of Empires on PC. And my homeboys been trying to get me to jump on during the week and play Grand Theft Auto on PC, and our times just haven't matched up yet.
I installed it on PC. I also installed it on PlayStation and on Xbox.
Hey, so we need to put the crew together, man.
But I haven't played it at all. Like I played a little bit that first week that we talked about it, but then I just haven't gotten into it. I started playing more WWE again because there's a new DLC that came out.
This one.
So I want to say it's the Most Wanted pack is what they called it. and it has Cactus Jack in it.
Infamous Cactus Jack.
It also has my favorite wrestler. I don't want to say my favorite wrestler. My favorite character of all time in WWE is also in it. The Boogeyman. I loved the Boogeyman.
With the worms in his mouth?
Yes.
Yes.
Like, I loved that character. I don't think they used it enough. I don't think that it was good, like, the way they always put it out there. But, like, I loved that character. I thought it was creepy. It was, like, just perfect for that time. So, I'm pretty excited to play some more of that. And I saw a bunch of people talking about it today, like, on Facebook and stuff, that there's all kinds of different wrestling, like, wrestlers that were added in that were part of the game, like they weren't part of this DLC pack. So I'll be interested to see who all they put in. I haven't done the update yet, so. But it is on sale right now if anybody's interested. It's 25% off on Xbox and 25% off on PlayStation. I have not seen if it's on sale on Steam, but I'm pulling that up right now. I don't think that it is. I think what I saw was just that it was console only, that it was on sale, but I still have not purchased it on PC. Yeah, it's still the regular price. I've yet to catch it on sale on PC anywhere, so.
Well, they got it on sale for the 5.2 for $54.99.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but if you buy the deluxe edition or the NWO edition, you get both PS4 and PS5 versions.
Yeah, that's $100.
It's $100, but you get it and you get both, and you get all those DLCs. Because I did the NWO edition at launch on the Xbox because I knew that I wouldn't be the only one in the family that played it.
I'm just glad they got Rey Mysterio on the cover. I was like, that's dope.
Yeah, I think the story thing with Rey Mysterio is interesting. Like, there's a whole section where he talks about him and Eddie Guerrero and their relationship, which is pretty interesting.
Man, miss old Eddie.
Yeah, so I can't believe I'm saying this, but I actually miss his wife too.
Oh man,
she was annoying. She was so annoying.
Yeah, she was evil.
Yeah, and I actually miss her coming out and screaming at people and stuff, but. I never thought I'd say I miss Vicky Guerrero until like recently, and I was like, man, I need her to just come out one time and hit somebody with an "excuse me."
Right. In the wheelchair, the crutches. I'm like, man, when is she ever not hurt?
Yeah, it was always something with her, but I thought it was kind of fun to over the course of time. Like I knew I got tired of it for a while, but then. Like more recently, I'm like, yeah, now I can see the appeal and why it was there and what they were doing with it. But
she's like an annoying aunt.
Yeah, right. For sure. So I've been playing some more WWE. I downloaded World of Final Fantasy on the Vita. It's more of a cartoony Final Fantasy. Like they look like little Funko Pop figures. In the game, like, and it's kind of cool. Like, so I'm only about an hour in, but I have enjoyed that so far. I played some more Metroid Dread, which honestly I know why they call it Dread because I dread playing it.
Is it that bad?
No, it's just hard. Like, It's not that it's a bad game. I wouldn't say at all that it's bad. I just get to the point where I'm like, man, I really, because I play my Switch late at night a lot of times.
Right.
But by that time of day, my hand-eye coordination is obviously not where it should be to play that game. They're like, did you have 2 bourbons prior to this? Like, yes? Then you shouldn't be playing this game. Go back to playing Uno before you go to bed there, buddy. Like...
Not the Uno, though.
Yeah, I play Uno. I love Uno. Before we got on the show, actually, I was playing Solitaire on the PC, like while I was getting everything to load up. But I love old card games. Like I can just sit back and kind of veg out and play. But yeah, I mean, and then obviously I've played Fortnite again this week because I still have a lot of leveling up to do there. But I am looking forward to like the Humble Bundle stuff that's out right now. I'm kind of debating on whether I should be thinking about jumping in on this one. And the funny thing is, I don't know if my PC can handle it. You know,
I seen that, and man, I didn't get to pull up read the whole article.
Yeah,
but I know with the Dreamcast games, I was like, man, if they don't have ready to rumble, yeah, it's
let's
gonna be a
get
problem.
ready to rumble. Yeah, I need to do Dreamcast some more, but I used to stream. So during COVID, like when we were in the lockdown, every Thursday I would stream an old school game, right? Like, and this top 10 Dreamcast list, like a lot of these games were on that list. IGN put this list together for anybody who's interested. It's a really interesting article, I think, like top 10 Dreamcast games. And it's funny because one of them is number 10 on that list is Typing of the Dead. Did you ever play that game?
No, I was not a fan of that. My cousin played it a lot.
Oh, it's funny because like I learned between this game and AOL Instant Messenger, that's how I learned how to type. So like Typing of the Dead was an interesting one for me. Grandia 2, I didn't play at all. It was just a turn-based Japanese RPG, but they said that was good. Phantasy Star Online, I played a bit of back in the day. That series still continues. Number 7, they had listed Sonic Adventure 2. Did you play that one?
Yes, I definitely played that one.
Yeah, I love that game. Rez is on this list, which I never played. Did you ever play that one?
Nah. I was looking at that. I was like, looks interesting, but nah.
It's really interesting to me because 2 of my favorite games of all time are made by the same person. Like the development team of this game also made Luminous and Tetris Effect, which are 2 of my favorite puzzle games. So I may have to go back and try to find a copy of this.
Nice.
What was number 5? Number 5,
Jet Set Radio.
Jet Set Radio. You played this game, right?
Yes, it was kind of like the original Subway Surfer, kind of.
Yeah. So this game is coming back. I think they just announced that they were renewing the licensing, like the copyrights for that game.
That'd definitely be dope.
Let's see.
Marvel versus Capcom.
April 19th, there was an article on Polygon. Said Sega developing big budget Crazy Taxi and Jet Set Radio reboots. So that could be interesting. I think we talked about that then, right?
Yeah. Hopefully the graphics is up to par.
Yeah. Marvel versus Capcom, New Age of Heroes. I'm sure you played that.
Yep, that was one of my favorites. That was one of my top 3. What
about Power Stone 2? Did you play that one?
No.
I love that game. It was super cool. It's like a fighter, but it was a 3D action fighter. And there was a huge arena where you could collect stuff and go through. Number 2 is Skies of Arcadia, which is another RPG.
Yeah, wasn't a fan.
Yeah. But then number one of best games on the Dreamcast, and
yes.
Is this number 1?
No, but it could tie for number 1.
What's your number 1?
Ready to Rumble.
See, it's not even in the top 10 on this list, right?
Right.
Yeah. Well, and one game that isn't on the list at all that I loved on Dreamcast was called Pen Triathlon. And it was like a racing game with penguins.
Yeah,
which was super. It was super cheesy, but it was a lot of fun. But Soul Calibur, I think, is right up there.
Yeah.
Like Soul Calibur 4, the one with Yoda and Darth Vader.
Yes.
That one's still like one of my favorite fighters of all time.
Like I used to work at Showcase Cinema, telling my age. But yeah, we had every Soul Calibur video game, and when I was at work, I knew how to get the free tokens. So I used to play that all the time on break. Like I would literally for 30 minutes sit there eating popcorn and play Soul Calibur.
So like, where'd my break go? I was playing Soul Calibur. It's over.
Yeah, I missed those Showcase days. Working in a movie theater was so much fun.
Yeah, I mean that theater still does really well. My wife and I went there to see the James Bond flick when it came out.
Which one did you go to?
The
Springdale?
one in Springdale. Yeah.
Yeah, Springdale, the big one. Ain't that one still open?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's still open. That one does really well. I have a friend who works there still. He's the manager of the concessions. Man,
shout out Mr. Gary.
Shout out to Matt Hahn, my boy Matt, who's starting his own podcast soon as well. By the way,
we have to crash this podcast.
His podcast is going to be super cool. We'll see when he gets it up and running, but he's going to talk about movies, games, TV, action figures. Like it's all the stuff that he's like super into, and wrestling. Yes. So it'll be a really cool pod. So hopefully that gets off the ground here soon. I know he's super busy, but he's really interested in doing it. So, but I mean, I know he loves to watch movies, so it'd be cool to hear him talk about some of the movies that he really enjoys, and stuff like that. So,
I guess I'm the weird nerd type because I used to watch on YouTube. I can't remember the channel, but the guy used to find all the mistakes in movies.
Oh yeah.
What's that Mel Gibson movie when they were the Warriors? What's the name of that movie?
Braveheart?
Yes. One of the guys had a G-Shock watch on. I was like, wow. I was like, how did you even see that? Like, your eyes have to be super sharp just to even pick that up.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of those, though, like, where they have different things that can't be fixed, like in movies. There's a whole website called moviemistakes.com where it's like, here are the biggest mistakes of all time in movies. If you like I know in the Little Mermaid, there's a thing where like, there's a big mistake where when Sebastian runs across the tables, all the dishes that had covers over them, the handles are different on the next scene, like because they didn't have the same person draw the scene.
Wow.
So they've all like turned. There's like the handles on the first scene are metal handles, and then when Sebastian runs across the table, they're wood handles on top of the. So I mean, there's all kinds of mistakes in movies, animated, not animated, like. You know, it's just funny. I think The Little Mermaid was one of the animated movies that had like the most mistakes, if I remember correctly.
$1 million mistakes that we never catch.
Yeah. But I mean, it's always fun to go through those, like when people bring them up, if they remember them or whatever. And there's a bunch in games, you know, like where they have certain things set up and then, you know, like big things that people missed. So, I mean, a bunch of glitches in the Ocarina of Time. There's a couple really weird ones in like Jurassic Park.
Yeah, they are notorious for mistakes.
Yeah. There's a Mortal Kombat one. What was the Mortal Kombat one? Something with Johnny Cage. Here we go. I found it. So there was a mistake in the very first Mortal Kombat game that happened when a player was controlling Johnny Cage. His main fatality move was to hit a huge uppercut and knock his opponent's head completely off its shoulders, decapitating him. However, there was a glitch that allowed the player to hit the fatality just right to double the move, and then a second head would appear after the first head was knocked off. So Cage would stand there with two decapitated heads on the floor next to him.
That's crazy.
Now, here's the best part. In Mortal Kombat 2, the designers thought that the original glitch was so amusing that they had a secret hidden fatality where players could have him triple punch and knock 3 different heads off of his opponent.
Oh, man. Hey, and that's one of my, I would say one of my top 5 games was Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat, Killer Instinct. Well, as far as fight games, Mortal Kombat, Killer Instinct, Fight Night, Ready to Rumble, and Soul Calibur. And Tekken. Tekken was another one. Street Fighter, yeah.
All right, so here's another good glitch in the game that a lot of people missed, and you'll appreciate this one for sure. Madden NFL 15 had Phil Simms and Jim Nantz calling the games, right?
Right.
So when they would zoom in and go to the commentary team, they would have Phil Simms on the screen, and Jim Nantz was there, but if Jim Nantz turned his head to the right, his whole face would turn green.
Oh. Hey, you know what? I still have a copy of that. I might have to go back and play it just to see it.
It says Nantz is clearly missing something. He's missing all of his skin and hair, as he's just a green face sitting on top of the body.
Yeah, you about to maybe go back and pull that out of my archive over here. And you said that was 15, right?
Yep. Let's see. Trying to find another one. There's a couple other ones. Oh, here you go. You'll appreciate this one too. One of the most interesting, entertaining parts of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas was going off the grid and wandering around. However, there were a number of glitches that players could face when they did this. One specific glitch involved a restaurant. It was more than a bit disturbing. When heading to the restaurant, there was a way to tear through it. However, for some reason, the patrons who perish in the attack are still active. While they're slumped over at their table, they still talk to you if you bump into them, and will often deliver a compliment or insult, which makes absolutely no sense, but it's still slightly entertaining.
Oh, snap. Oh, man. You know, shot somebody, bumped into him to get insulted.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, some of those are really funny. So that's why, like, when we talk about really funny things in games, and it's like you see these humble bundles that pop together, and you're like, oh, well, that game's in that bundle. I got to get that now. You know, that's always my thing. Like, if I see a game in one of those bundles that's like the bundle would cost more, like the game by itself costs more than the bundle, I snatch those up pretty quick. And I'm super excited because SpongeBob Battle of Bikini Bottom Rehydrated is part of the Humble Choice this month.
See, you be finding all the deals. I'll be online late at night suffering, looking for stuff.
Nah, I dig quite a bit. So, I mean, you know me, I'm all about saving that buck when it comes to games, because that way I can play more of them. So, I'm definitely in that boat at this point. Like, find as much as I can find. Speaking of saving money on games, what's with the PlayStation Plus lineup? Did you pull that?
Yes. So, for PS4 and PS5, the game catalog is deep. They have about like almost 20 something games on there. The Last of Us, Left Behind, Last of Us Remastered, The Last Guardian, Uncharted, Drake Collection, Uncharted 4, Thieves End, Lost Legacy, Until Dawn, Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Infamous Second Son, Infamous First Light, Horizon Zero Dawn, Gravity 2, Gravity Rush Remastered, God of War, The Ghost, Tsushima, Director's Cut, Everybody's Golf, Demon Souls, Days Gone, Concrete Genie, Bloodborne, Alienation. Yeah, so like they have those. Then they got the third party with Assassin's Creed, Batman, Far Cry, Hollow Knight, Guardians of the Galaxy, Mortal Kombat, 2K, South Park, The Crew, Tom Clancy's The Division. So yeah, they dropped a lot of games for on the service, the PlayStation Plus. So I was like,
sounds like a good list. I mean, for people that want to pick up those games and play them, it seems like a good list to me.
Yeah, for the first drop of major games like that, yeah, that's a pretty dope list.
I mean, I don't know what anybody would have to complain about it. I think it's just about every first party title, right?
Yeah.
So you said God of War on that list.
Yes.
So I'm going to share something right now, which is kind of bonkers since God of War is on that list. There is a mod out there, God of War, with the Simpsons in it.
That's dope.
So, I mean, it's not perfect, obviously. You see the bat going in and out of Homer's back. But, I mean, as beautiful as that game is, it makes it super funny because it's like, there goes Bart jumping across, right? Like, I don't know. I think it's entertaining. That's one of those things, like, I think the PC community and modding is hilarious. I thought the Woody mod for, was that? I'm trying to think of which game that was in. Is it Sekiro Shadows Die Twice? They had Woody from Toy Story.
Toy Story.
Yeah, so that one, I thought that one was pretty cool too. But the Simpsons one stands out to me as hilarious.
Yeah, the Bart and Homer. Yeah, that's. Oh man, like.
Yeah. So
how much time they put into mods?
The Sekiro one is hilarious to me.
Wow.
Like straight up in the game, like there's Woody.
And that's deep because like even the graphics on it, it's like
yeah. They switched out the character basically. But I don't know. I found it interesting that the Simpsons and God of War thing was out there. I'll put the link in the notes here, so if somebody wants to go find the tweet, they can go hit up that tweet for the YouTube video. But I mean, it's like a 20-minute long YouTube video of this mod, so it's functional. And then they also have Ned Flanders in it, which made me laugh even more.
Good on Ned.
Now, only if they could get his voice in there and be like, "Oakley dokley," I'd probably liked it more. But you're excited about the new Marvel game, right?
Yes, I'm waiting for them to make an announcement of what it's going to be. So the announcement is tomorrow. Let me pull this up. Hold on, that's today. So what was I missed it. I had my days mixed up. So what was it?
The
It
Marvel.
says that. Yeah, that was today, and I missed it because I had it in my calendar.
Oh man, it was this morning, right?
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, they announced all kinds of stuff today. So, I mean, I think you didn't really miss much of anything because of all the a million things that they were announcing. But
Marvel Midnight Suns with Wolverine, Ghost Rider, Iron Man. Yeah. I thought that'd be dope.
yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, 2K's making it, right?
Yeah.
So it'll have to be pretty good.
It's a new tactical RPG set in the dark side of the Marvel Universe.
Oh, I didn't mean to go full screen on that, but that's okay too. And share the link here so people can check it out.
Oh man, I missed
Easy
that,
one.
and I was up this morning.
Yeah, I thought you watched it. That's why I was like, oh, he's ready to go. But I mean, it'll be interesting to see what they do with it because they've got options, right? Like, it looks like it's going to be a mix between Avengers and X-Men.
Yeah.
You can get an exclusive skin if you sign up for their mailing list on it. So be sure to go to their website and check that out.
Now, if you go back to the website, marvelsuns.2k.com, and you got a little scroll in the middle of your mouse, and you scroll out, and it brings up one of the bosses in the game.
Well, it brings up, that's the only way you can open the page. So you can see all the information.
Yeah, okay, Marvel.
You got to scroll through. So if you scroll down towards the bottom of the page, you can sign up to get the free skin. So there's that exclusive skin. It looks like it's going to be pretty sick.
So it's coming out second half of 22. So it got Blade, Ghost Rider, Wolverine, Iron Man. I don't know who the chick is. Is that Marvel? It's Marvel?
Maybe. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, the Hunter. That's what it is.
Yeah. Sabretooth.
That's gonna be dope.
I mean, it looks really, really good. I don't know. What am I going to be able to play this on, though? Does it say? I don't see anything that says what console it's going to be on or anything.
I hope it comes out on PC too.
You gotta dig in. You gotta dig in, get some more info.
Alright.
Get us some more info for the next show so we can follow up on this one. See if there's a press kit, all that good stuff. Put that in your notes. We gotta see more about this game because I think Mark would probably dig this game because it looks like it's going to be multiplayer, right?
Well, it's coming out on Steam, so it's going to be on PC.
Definitely on PC, but is it on anything else? Like,
yeah, I'm looking
because they killed. So DC killed the Arkham game, like on previous gen. So I'm curious if Marvel's going to release on the.
Got it. So it's PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, Windows, PC via Steam, and Epic.
That game is not going to be pretty on the Switch.
Probably more. It'd probably be
I
trash.
mean, it looks super cool on the website here, but on the Switch, I'm telling you, that's going to be rough. It's going to be a nightmare to run.
Even with the new one?
Yeah. The new one isn't any faster. It really isn't, like, it really doesn't do any, it has no processing speed that's better, really. So it's, I mean, if they ever do a Switch Pro, which is not a thing at this point, maybe, like, if they could get an upgrade, but I don't know. But get that, everybody go out there and get that Blade Night Stalker skin by putting in your email address so you can keep active on what's going on with that game. So,
I gotta go back and catch that. I didn't see that.
yeah, it's just there's an exclusive skin available as you scroll through. They just ask for your email and such.
Oh, here you go. All right.
You don't want to miss out on that because I mean, especially if you know you're going to be playing that game, get the free skin.
Yeah,
because I bet you it's going to be like the Marvel Avengers game where I'm wanting a free skin or I want a new skin every time I play.
Yeah.
Whew. I coached 9 games this past weekend, so my throat is on fire. So I apologize to everybody who's listening, going, why does he keep drinking every 2 seconds? Because if I don't, you're going to hear me cough every 2 seconds.
Yeah, then we're going to think something wrong with you.
Yeah, and it's not. It's just that my throat is sore.
So, what was the record?
My U9 team went 4-0 on the weekend and won the championship. It was their first championship this spring, so it was really nice. We have 5 new players on that team this spring. So my daughter's team won a game, lost a game, and tied 2 games. And then my other team won a game and lost 2. So
not too bad.
Yeah, it wasn't a terrible weekend. It's pretty good. But there was a lot of soccer being played and a lot of me talking and coaching and teaching, and I'm feeling it still, even though it's Wednesday the week after. Like I'm still a little on the rough side when it comes to my voice. So
were you just talking, or you had a couple of yells? You just going off on the referees?
Oh no, I don't really scream at referees anymore. One of the venues, you'll think this is really cool though too. Right next to the field, there was a train.
Wow!
So no joke. Like the field is here, right? The parking lot is like right here, and then there's a train that would go right past the parking lot. And I mean, it would come in hot. So you're trying to talk to the players on the field, and this train just comes roaring through. And I'm like, yep, there goes that one. It was very, very cool how it was set up, though. Honestly, I thought it was neat. How they had the train literally right there. But yeah, really, really interesting. So, there is a claim out there, VGC, Video Games Chronicles, that the Last of Us PS5 remake is likely to be released this year. If you had a PS5, is that a game that you would pick up? Because did you play that on PS4?
Yes, I played it, but I really didn't jump too far into it.
Okay. I actually finished that game on PS4, and I'm trying to think if I would go back and play it on PS5 if I had a chance to play it again, as a remake, and I don't know that I would. I think the first 10 minutes of that game, like if you don't cry in the first 10 minutes of that game as a dude that has kids, you are not human. Like what? I don't want to spoil it for anybody that hasn't played it, but what happens and I know it's been out for years, but what happens in the first 10 minutes of that game, if you're not affected by that, you do not have a soul. So I really don't know if I want to ever go back and play that one again.
Well, I must have missed that because I was playing on somebody else's system. So.
Oh man, yeah, yeah. I don't know that I can play that one again. You haven't played Elden Ring, right? You haven't gotten into that at all.
No, that's on my list
Okay.
though. That's on my list because pretty soon here, I'll be redoing the room to my liking in my official room. So yeah, I got a whole bunch of stuff on my list I need to get and play. So
Yeah.
I think with the school I have the summer off, so I have a lot more playing time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I'm interested to see how it play. Like, I still keep waiting for it to go on sale because I will play it eventually. Another game that we've talked about quite a bit is on sale again. Creed: Rise of Glory for VR. $10 on Humble. Like, so that's another one. We talk about that boxing game a lot. I know you're super into boxing, so if you get a VR, I could see you hooking up that one big time. It's like a mix between Fight Night and Ready to Rumble, because you can like punch the soul out of somebody in that game. It looks really, really cool. That one I'm gonna have to eventually get. Oh man!
You see, I got my shot on my face right now.
What? That I'm gonna play that game?
No, I dropped the PS5 for $4.59.
Where?
GameStop.
They actually have it in stock?
I
mean, if they do, you need to order it right here on the show and share your credit card information. Oh, wait, no, don't share your credit card information.
No, I'm not sharing my credit card information. No.
Yeah, you need to jump right on that one.
Let me see here. See if, I'm
Anybody in the chat, have you found any success recently? Anybody who's watching, like, found anything anywhere, like, console-wise for Tay? He's looking for the elusive PS5. I know I've sent him some GameStop deals over the course of time, but they're very few and far between.
Yeah, because once you even get to the store, we just got rid of it. And as soon as I hit refresh, it's gone. Yeah. It was nice. It had me
a little tricky
for a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. I'd really be happy if you finally got one, because honestly, there's some stuff on there I want you to play, so I can be like, all right, did you play it yet?
Yeah, man, we need to.
Like, and I know everybody laughs when I say this title, but that Sackboy's Big Adventure game is really good.
What's it called?
Sackboy's Big Adventure. I love that game. I thought it was so well done. I can totally see myself playing that game again at some point.
Hey, you know what's crazy?
What's that?
Some of the students at the school have the actual Sackboy doll.
I do too. Where's he at? He's usually right here by the show. I don't see him right now, though. I wonder if he jumped his way down onto the flow somewhere.
The dog has attacked Sackboy.
No, I would no longer have a dog, yeah. Like, there's no... I love that guy. It's down here somewhere. I'm sure the dog hasn't gotten to it. I'm sure it's just somewhere else. There's all kinds of stuff right now in this corner because part of the shelving unit is getting redone, and I'm getting ready to pull this weekend, if I can find the time, pull out the computer desk and redo all the wiring so it's not like a rat's nest down there.
That's going to take a minute.
Yeah, that's why I said I have to find the time. Like, I've been wanting to do it for a while, and I just haven't because there's not been enough time to knock all that stuff out. I did find new speaker mounts for my speakers, though, so I can get them off the desk. Like, you mount these mounts on the back of your desk, and it holds the speakers up, and it keeps them off the actual table itself.
That's fine.
Yeah, so I'm gonna see if I can get a couple sets of those if they're not too terribly expensive. To get more stuff off the desk. I just need to clear off. There's right now the desk is just covered with junk. Because there's been so much going on. Like anytime we go out of town and we come back into town, as you know, it takes me like 2 or 3 weeks to recover.
Verified facts.
So there's like a bag that I had all the stuff that we traveled with. It's all kind of off to the side here, and then other stuff just gets piled up. And then I got a new PlayStation light, which I love. So I get this pretty little light. It has yet to be lit. Just pick this up. Where's the plug?
That's fine. See, I need that for the room.
Blue. So I already. Here's when you know you're a nerd. I have it with multicolored pieces already. I had to have it in blue. Because, I mean, if you look behind, you know, most of the lights are always blue almost every week.
Blue, yeah. The calming blue.
So I got it in blue. But yeah, very cool. I mean, just another goofy thing I didn't need, right? But that's another thing that's on the desk that needs to go somewhere else. You know, because I have nothing else better to do with stuff. All right, so I do want to talk about one other game before we bounce for the night, because I need you to download it because it's free, and I know you like free 99.
Free 99. All right, go ahead. Let me know what it is so I can jump on it now.
eFootball. Soccer.
Right.
It's called eFootball. It's made by Konami. It used to be called Pro Evolution Soccer. Now it's eFootball 2022.
So is it on Steam?
Yep. You can download it on Steam. You can download it on PlayStation, Xbox, whatever you want.
So what are we planning on? So I can.
I mean, I'll download it on whatever. I have it. I downloaded it on PlayStation already. I don't know that I downloaded it on Steam yet, but can. Because I own every other eFootball at this point. I have downloaded it already on Steam on the other PC. It looks like eFootball 2022. Yes, it is here. So anyway, it's a free soccer game made by Konami. It doesn't have all the team licenses, which is probably the biggest thing that people complain about. But gameplay wise, I think it's really, really solid. And it's season 1 is live right now. They've got some like different challenges and stuff you can do. But I'm super excited to play some more of it. If you're like we are and you enjoy games that are free or cheap, so to speak, like inexpensive games that are quality, I think it's worth checking out if you're a sports gamer at all. I think I've probably played it quite a bit over the course of time. I just want to share a screenshot for people to look at this thing. Like, this is legitimately a screenshot from the game.
Yeah. So I got it on the PC right now. So as soon as the show's over,
it is so good. It is so good. But yeah, so you can see there, it's like, look at how pretty it looks. Like when they zoom in on replays and stuff, I still stop and just kind of like gawk at it. But definitely worth it. Also, if you haven't downloaded it yet on your PlayStation, FIFA is free right now for PlayStation Plus members.
You talking about the new one?
Yes, FIFA 22. The current free game for May is FIFA 22, available on PS4 and PS5. Tribes of Midgard and Curse of the Dead Gods. all of which are very, very good games. So there's no excuse for you to not play FIFA or eFootball at this point because it's free. So if you like sports games and you're not too sure about soccer but want to give it a shot, it's a good time to jump in. Thanks to our friends at PlayStation Blog for bringing up the reminder on free PlayStation Plus games this month. The new DualSense wireless controller colors arrive next month, and then the console covers are also out next month. Keep that in mind. Lots of good stuff. Fall Guys is coming to PS5. It's also coming to Xbox and Switch. So if you haven't played Fall Guys already, be sure to check that out. That game is sick. It is so much fun. It's stupid how fun it is, honestly. I had so much fun playing Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. I can't even tell you.
So you got me looking up all this stuff right now.
Yeah, there's a bunch. Like Fall Guys is really, really cool looking. It's such a cheesy game, but it's coming to Switch this summer. And there's going to be a Fall Guys Nintendo Switch edition, which is going to have like a pink and blue Joy-Con. And we all know how I'm a sucker for different colored controllers. I don't know that I'll do this one, but I can't promise anything. But that game during COVID quarantine was played non-stop. So I can't wait to kind of dig back into that one. Do you have anything else before we jet for the night today?
All right. I just looked at the price for the memory sticks for the PS5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they added the.
Yeah.
Well, you just have to do what I did. I don't know if I told you this before. I think we've talked about it on the show. I waited for Micro Center to have a sale on SSD memory. Like with the heatsink. I got it for like $70 and got a terabyte.
Yeah, because they got a 2 terabyte for $269.99. I was like, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it can be expensive, but I've also seen it like where you can get it pretty cheap. And I got lucky. I got some of that stuff from Micro Center when it was on sale. You just have to make sure it's the right speed and you're golden. So, but yeah, you definitely will need space because I'm a guy who likes to install a ton of games on his consoles, and you can't do that next gen because they're just too big. Just too big. So, all right, everybody, we are out of time. We have gone over our 1 hour mark. We will see you next time. Hopefully, we'll have Mark back with us next week. Until next time, be sure to follow DJ Tay Boogie. Right there.
Yeah.
Follow him right there.
Follow that guy there.
And we will see you next time here on the Connection Interruption podcast.